Hello everyone, this is my English speaking practice and I'm talking about my personal development. And today I'm going to implement features on server side. Yeah. And yeah, today I'm gonna use AI to implement. So let's move on to the implementation. Yep. So yesterday I've succeeded to make it functional style like this. This is a handler. So this is a handler when the player rolls the dice, and this is a core logic or game flow. Yeah, this is a functional style, so I want AI to use this style when implementing. So I'm gonna teach Gen AI to how to use the functional style. So new instruction file. Yeah. But before starting it, I should decide what feature should we implement. Oh, and I wanna change the do something request. I realized that I should define the specific request type instead of do something, because let me show you the implementation of do something task handler or event handler. Event handler is like this. So the do something event handler receive the request and convert it into each tasks according to the action. But I realized I should define each request for these actions, because place road. This is used for the constructing road on the map. This is one of the action in the player's turn, but this is also used in setup phase. It means before starting the match, there is an initial setup phase, and the player needed to place the load at first, so that this task is gonna be used in those phase. So I should prepare this action as a request. So this and this, both of them should be defined as a request object. So I want to remove or break up this function. So let me explain it to AI. Before implementing a lot of features on server side, I wanna remove the do something request type, because it contains a lot of actions that users can take in their turn. But I realized the place settlement and place road actions is also used in the initial setup phase. So I needed to define those types as a request, so that we can use them in initial setup phase. Do you understand? So in order to align with them, other actions that are contained in do something gonna be defined as a request type as well. So let's move on. The task. But before implementing, you should update the requirement file, and then you should create a design file to align with understanding with the developer. You want to remove the do something request type and define individual request type for each action, including place settlement and place load actions that are used in both the setup phase and regular gameplay. Let me help you with this. First, let me examine the current requirements and understanding the existing structure. Okay. Currently, the game uses a generic do something request type that contains multiple actions that users can take. However, this approach has limitations. Setup phase compatibility. Place settlement and place load actions are also used in the initial setup phase, but the current do something structure doesn't align well with setup phase requirements. Yes, exactly. Type safety. Having individual request types provides better type safety and clearer API contracts. I see. Okay. Consistency. All actions should be defined as individual request types for consistency across the code base. Okay. Remove do something request. But oh, you shouldn't remove the do something from response type because the response type express for required actions. So in the Catan game, the player can take multiple actions in their turn after rolling dice, right? So that means the player can do something, right? So you cannot remove the do something from response type. Yeah, that means that expresses the player can take some actions. Yeah, the actions can not be specified, right? Request side, we want to remove the generic do something request and replace it with a specific request type like place settlement, place load, etc. Response side, we need to keep the do something response type because it tells the client that the player can take multiple actions in their turn after rolling dice, but doesn't specify which can specific actions. Yeah. The currently remove do something request type key response type. Update all request reference to use individual request type. Create individual request type. Create separate request types for each actions currently contained in do something. Building actions, place settlement from server. From server is needed. Yeah, it's needed. And the game actions, trade, play developmental. Do you forget to? Do you forget to prepare for purchase development card. You are absolutely right. I missed the purchase development card action. Let me check what actions are. Purchase development card. And you also need to prepare the exchange resources. Exchange resources. No, you are wrong. This is a Catan-based board game. So, the exchange means exchanging resources with bank or harbor, right? Do you know Catan? Yes, 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 yes. Gen AI seems to forget the framework. But the requirement looks nice, looks good. Trade. You don't need to update the design file before finishing requirements. And I wanna turn trade request into two types of request. The first is trade offer, and second is trade accept. I'm planning to make an auction system for resource trading. So there is need to prepare two types of trade request. Yep. Hmm. I'm gonna talk about my board game framework, so you can refer to this explanation and understand it. As you can see, there is two types of request, which is simple type and custom type. And the simple type can be converted into task type directly. So for simple type, you don't need to implement event handler, because event handler is for generating the tasks with custom logics. Yeah. And right now you divide it into some types of requests from do something. Yeah, but they are good as a simple type because they don't have any complicated logics. Yeah, they can be directly converted into tasks. So update your understanding. Oh, can you update the designs? This design document outlines the technical approach for removing the generic do something request type and replacing it with individual type safe request types. Individual request types. You don't need to you can see the simplify function. So you don't need to make a process for generating a task for simple type request. Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. So let's implement it, but you don't need to implement the core logic. You should make a skeleton at first. Yeah, that means type definitions or task handlers or something like that. So you should focus on removing the do something and making new types and functions. Let's go. うんうんうんうんうんうんうんうんうん、いい感じかな。うん、but but let me see the task. Do tasks? Yeah. Maybe, yeah. Every simple type request should have a corresponding task handler. So you can see the task executor function and the exhaustive check is picking error, right? Because they don't have enough pattern matching for new type of request that is added right now. Oh, overwrite it. Overwrite. Oh. The error occurs because the task is missing cases for the new task type of we added. Yes. Oops. So can you create new task handler for each request? Yeah, I meant a skeleton is for that. I'm not sure this is the correct sentence. As I already explained, you don't need to define the new tasks type because the request type is directly converted into task, so you don't need to define the new task, right? Yeah. If you have defined the custom type of request, you should define the task type as well. But for the simple type of request, it is converted into task, so you don't need to define it as a task. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. 일단 これで終わらせるか。Yeah. Okay, today. We're gonna implement following features in functional style. You should implement it one by one. You must not implement it at the same time without the without developer's permission. Functional style in this project is like you can make a small scoped function and combine them in order to realize the functionality. Already implemented? No way. let me see. Yeah, to do. Mm. Yeah. I think yeah, looks good. So I just yeah. The remaining task is to implement one by one. But today it's already 12 a.m. p.m. which is 12:0 a.m. 12 a.m. Yeah, I think yeah a.m. So I'm going to bed, so it's time to finish.